Merry Christmas and welcome back to my channel. And most of all, thank you for being a subscriber. You know, your support of my videos, it really means a lot to me. I'm super grateful to be a content creator and hopefully make videos that can be inspiring to you and maybe just like whisk you away for a moment somewhere else with me. And that's what I'm gonna do in this video because I feel like we just kind of need to relax this week. I know that I definitely need to. So this video is gonna be a little bit different. As you know, I'm a huge thrifter, so almost everything you're gonna see in this video is secondhand. I hope that I can kind of whisk you away into my little bit of a Victorian fantasy land and just wish you and your family a Merry Christmas. I guess that some would say my Christmas decor is not traditional, but to me it is traditional because every Christmas I decorate our home in beautiful candy colors and it's all inspired by my favorite movie, Marie Antoinette. Almost all of the items that I used to decorate with are old, and they are my favorite items in my home because they all carry memories and they have history to them. And some of my favorite things are my vintage ornaments because they're so fragile, and just to think about how many Christmases they've seen and celebrated through makes them that much more special. Many of you know that I absolutely love cherubs, the older the better. I also love them because they double as wonderful Christmas decor. And if you pop on a pair of feathered wings, boom, it's an instant angel. You can find these feathered wings at Goodwill in the Halloween section, and they're just wonderful at Christmas time. I think it adds some really great texture to your pieces. I have to say my favorite and very best place to find vintage Christmas items is at rummage sales during the summer months. So I always keep an eye out at estate sales and church rummage sales and yard sales throughout the hot summer because that's when you can really find the unique pieces and the old pieces, and typically when other people aren't looking for holiday decor. You may have noticed these sconces in the background of some of my videos, and recently my husband and I had these swapped out because our home had reproduction antique sconces when we first moved in, and it was really important to us to add history back into our home. You might be surprised to know that I'm actually not a fan of glitter. It kind of just creates a mess and it's really hard to clean up after Christmas. So I only have a handful of little glittery bottle brush trees, but I do think they look extra magical on the mantle. And you know, I can't resist a little bit of sparkle. I'm really hoping to get this antique clock cleaned and tuned up. It once had a really magical chime that I've only heard once, and I hope to hear again. I have one Christmas tree and 5 vintage mercury glass tree toppers. And I really wanted to be able to use them, so I thought they looked extra whimsical on top of my bottle brush trees this year. I often get asked how I describe my personal style and what I get inspired by, and it's kind of hard to describe, I guess, but if I were to tell you one little trick that I use to decorate a room that might be otherwise kind of difficult, I think about the things that I love to wear. And I personally love to wear pieces that are really feminine, and I love lace, really intricate details. I love things that are soft, like velvets and silks, and I also love pieces that have fringe and some movement and texture to them. And when I thought about that, I realized that I decorate my home in the same way that I love to dress. So if you're thinking about decorating a room, I totally recommend just laying out one of your favorite outfits and getting inspired by that. When I'm out thrifting, I love to find pieces that are otherwise multi-purpose. And one of those pieces is a vintage champagne bucket. And every year I love to pop my poinsettias in these champagne buckets, and in the spring and summer months, I love to cut my fresh cut heirloom roses in here and create really beautiful bouquets. For me, it's all in the details, and the past couple of years, I've been matching my gift wrapping to my overall decor, and it might seem like a super minor detail, but when you look at the grand scheme of things, it really makes a huge difference. I usually find my gift wrapping at TJ Maxx or Marshall's. They have a lot of really odd prints and colors, and this embossed paper is especially one of my favorites, and all of my ribbon is vintage, of course. I really hope you loved seeing our living room. It's really dreamy in the daytime and it's extra magical at night. And now I can't wait to show you our dining room. I've been releasing a ton of vlog videos this winter season, so if you're not subscribed, please do that now, and don't forget to catch up on my videos. I've been putting out some really fun ones this season, and one of them was a DIY on how I made this magical garland above our fireplace here, and it was pretty much free. I gathered a lot of these branches from a winter storm in the forest, and some of them from our yard out front, and in about an hour and a half, I created this beautiful garland. And after living with it for a few days, I did realize that it needed some twinkle lights, and I thought that this simple string of lights just added the perfect little magic touch. A few years ago, we had the honor of having our home featured in Romantic Homes magazine. It was such an exciting opportunity to meet Fifi O'Neill and her sweet sister, who's also a breast cancer survivor like me, hand-stitch this beautiful custom pillow. Since our living room was kind of over the top, I wanted the dining room to be more of a calming place, and dare I say, neutral. I only chose a few colors for the color palette in here, and I think it turned out really elegant. It was fun to be able to use these linens because they were a wedding gift to my husband and I. I typically use them in the spring months because they pair really beautifully with all of my soft pinks and pastels, but I thought it worked here in our Christmas decor. My mom found these really cool vintage chargers at an estate sale for me last summer, and they're like a really heavy porcelain type material, and I love that antique gold finish. And you might remember last holiday season I thrifted these beautiful china dishes at Goodwill, and I love the delicate roses around the rim. Yes, I know that roses aren't really a traditional Christmas type of flower, but I'm not really a traditional type of girl, and I like to decorate with roses whenever I can. So in the center of the table, I placed this really unique owl picture that I found at a local antique mall. I think he's really fun, and since we live in the Pacific Northwest, it was kind of a nod to that. Can you believe I found glassy babies at Goodwill? Yes, I did. They look so pretty on the table. I love them. And then I even popped this wreath in the center as well. I got this for only $1 at a church rummage sale over the summertime. It's so pretty, and I feel like I'm going to be able to use this throughout lots of seasons. I wanted to add a little something to the backs of the chairs, so I thought, why not a little bit of gold ribbon? It kind of helped tie in the gold ribbon that I have over on top of the garland over there. And I think some year it might be really cool to add like angel wings on the backs of the chairs and maybe do a little bit of a different theme.
Christmas, just like the ones I used to know, where the treetops glisten and children listen to hear the sleigh bells in the snow. I'm dreaming of a white Christmas, with every Christmas card I write. May your days be merry and bright, and may all your Christmases be white. May your days be merry and bright, and may all your Christmases